Hi, I know you have your new coral reef pattern out, and as promised, I'm going to show you how I start piece number 1. So, I'm working on a different unit. I'm working on the J unit, but I want to start here on section 1. So, the first thing I'm going to do, section 1 only, is I'm going to take my ruler with the beveled edge and I'm going to fold it on the dashed line. This is the only piece that I fold on the dashed line, as I reminded you in class. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on there, and then I'm going to go get my piece number 1, and I'm going to line it right side up, and I'm going to line it up with that fold I made. And when I lined it up with that fold I made, I automatically got my 1/4 inch for the next piece. So there's piece number 1. Here's my next one, number 2. Now I'm going to go to my regular glue stick and I'm going to give it a little dab there in the seam allowance. And now I'm going to take my piece number 2, right sides together, put it on there like so. And then, oops, I got a 1/4 inch with the guide. This isn't the greatest time for that, but that's okay. So now I'm going to drop and I'm going to go ahead and sew down on line number 1. And typically I would have on my open toe foot, but I got ahead of myself. So I glued on 1. Wrong side of fabric, wrong side of paper, and then there's number 2 sewed on and ready to go. So I'm going to do that for you one more time. Okay, section 1 only, and I gave you that note in class. Fold on the dash line. Folding on the dash line. Give it a dab of glue. And then I'm going to come over here and get my first J1 out of my stack, my second stack, and put it on here. I don't think I moved fast enough. Let's see, I'm going to put him on there right like that so he's lined up. Hang on. A little quick dab of glue. Put him on there. Yes. Then I'm going to come over here and take my other glue stick that I have hid from myself. Get a J2 and glue him down, right sides together. Okay. And I'm ready to sew on the solid line. Okay, so you got that. Now I'm just going to show you one other little quick thing here as a tip. I don't need that lid. Okay, so this is my J piece, and I have a lot of different colors on my J piece. So one of the things that Judy has us do is just cut a little snip of each fabric in the order they're going to go. And that way you have one of these done as your master, and then you don't lose your way when you're doing it. So again, only fold on dash line on number 1. That way you don't have to go back and trim to get a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So there you go. Good night. Happy sewing. Have fun working on your coral reef.